Hey, I'm recording this because I've been playing a ton of Tarkir Dragonstorm. I played in 5 pre-release events last weekend. I've been playing limited and standard on arena here and there, and playing standard in real life with my friends too. And there's a brew I've been cooking up for a while for this week that I've been really excited about. So I thought I would record something about it, and it is Sultai Omen Control. So if I can go into the theory on how this kind of came about, the origin of it is that the exhales are all best in class for their colors. So, dispelling exhale, pay 2, if you assume, well, okay, so start by assuming that you always have a dragon to behold. So let's pretend like we figured out a deck building way to always have a dragon in our hand to behold. Dispelling exhale, counter any spell unless they pay 4, is crazy. Caustic exhale, 1 mana, -3/-3, really good. Outranks cut down by a little bit, I think, unless it's like a 1/4 or a 0/5 or something, but that's very rare. And Caustic Exhale just ends up being really nice, especially against mono red with so many deal damage to opponent equal to its power when it dies kind of creatures floating around. The Caustic Exhale is great. Between these two cards, and the other exhales too, I won't go into, some of them aren't super good, but I think they're all 5 of them, if you behold a dragon, become best in class. It's just that the white one and the green one for constructed aren't really good classes to begin with. Once you look through all the exhales, and you find the ones that are worth playing, and I think it's these two, and the red one maybe, you end up figuring out that these are the colors you want to play. And with that being the case, then you start to think, how do I make sure I always have a dragon? And you can either play, so the red one being good enough, the red XL being good enough, leads you to a red deck. And I've seen that floating around. There is a dragon deck that plays a lot of red, involving Sarkhan, which is really good if you can behold a dragon all the time. He's the only creature, he's the only non-XL that beholds, so it makes sense to build a deck around him. And then Hellkite over here, Magmatic Hellkite, who is just really good. The land coming in with a stun counter means you actually set them back a land, kind of insane. But I kind of wanted to go in a different direction because I really like the Omen cards. And the thing about the Omen cards is that you don't have to struggle to find dragons to play because these Omens don't act as dragons until you need them to. So you've got Meringue River Regent, which is really good for 6. I've actually seen this pop up in Domain and Control decks here and there, so people do like it, and it is a good card, and it gives you the benefit of being a dragon. And then you have Sagu Wildling, which is just for fixing, because it kind of helps with the weird mana base. Also, I'm not a rare wild card, so my mana base is a little goofier than I want it to be anyways. But this is what I'm on now, is a bunch of Urges, a bunch of basics, Fabled Passage and Maelstrom, and then Disruptive Storm Brood, which is destroy target creature with power 3 or less for a sorcery for black. But then also, as a 5-drop, when this creature enters, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. Of course, that triggers Beans. This also triggers Beans when you're playing to draw 3, to gain 3 life. But both of these are just removal spells until you want a creature, until you want to start pushing. And same with Scavenger Regent, who is actually a very strong creature. 4-drop, 4/4 with Flying Ward, discard a card, pretty nice. But more importantly, 2 black and pay X. Each non-dragon creature gets -X/-X until end of turn. So it's a sweeper. And it's a sweeper that's in dragons. And so these 4 a draw spell that you can use in your opponent's end step to make sure you're continuing to advance your game plan, a relatively good removal spell, a sweeper, and fixing are all search targets for Maelstrom. And so in a situation like this where you've got the Overlords and the Beans kind of doing their thing, you have Go for the Throats because, of course, and now you have Rakshasa's Bargain, which is, what's driving the Sultai colors more than anything. This card has a CMC of 6, so it triggers Beans even if you pay 3, and it just looks at the top 4 cards of your deck, put 2 in your hand, and rest in your graveyard. It's a crazy card at instant speed, and it helps you get consistency. But more than anything else, the end goal of this deck is to make sure that you're always playing control, because you have very few cards that are for win cons. There are very few win conditions in here. In fact, you could even say there are no win conditions in this deck. None of these cards act as win conditions until you want them to be. You get to play a better ratio of removal spells and instant sorcery cards without having to play like the white Overlord and cards like that of course are crazy, but they don't contribute to the game plan when your opponent's pushing ahead, and sometimes you can fall behind in that situation. So being able to make sure that your deck has such like a high percentage of control tools that also can convert into creatures when you need them to once you're ahead enough is pretty cool. In the sideboard we have Anoint with Affliction. This is obviously for mono red, obviously for Peeps, all the recursion, the Jeskai recursion decks. We have Paw Patch Formation, which is just a general tool. We have 4 negates. Negate. And this deck has actually issues with the control mirror sometimes, because you end up control trading for a while, and then the Jace gets through better than your dragons do. Like, you never actually get to fully get through, so having negates for the Jaces, and having negates in general just to get ahead a little bit and try to get ahead, helps a lot. And then you have Terra Sunder to handle pretty much anything else. It's the only Planeswalker removal, I guess, in the entire deck, so it comes up here and there for that reason, too. Some of the stuff that is not making the cut that I wish kind of was one of them is RuneScale Stormbrew, which I used to be siding a couple of. This is definitely something to consider if you're going to try this deck out yourself. Counter target spell with mana value 2 or less is an omen that comes up against some people, and the creature side's not bad too. It's not the best one, but it's a tool that I'm sad I don't have access to. Like, I wish like this could be that or something. Like, I wish some of these cards were dragons too to reveal, basically, because you'll see in gameplay I'll miss Behold a couple times here and there, but it's not super important when it happens. This card I've seen get played actually and constructed already on the ladder, but you'll see also, I'm in Platinum, I'm low Platinum, I just started playing again, so trying to rank up, but I thought I'd record this video before I maybe get to Mythic, we'll see. And then Twin Maw Stormbrood, this card's really good too, it just doesn't fit into the colors. In fact, it is the opposite of the colors we're playing. Another card that I wanted to strongly consider is Deadly Cover-Up. As you can see, I have none. As I mentioned before, I'm out of rare wild cards. So, whatever. Let's get into some games. I'm going to try not to cut any games out. I'll just play. Okay. Not keeping this one. And I think we have to keep this one. Someone might say that we don't have to keep this one, but I feel like we should keep this one. It depends on... This is only going to work out if our opponent's playing mono red, I think. Well, if they play control, we have time. I think I'd rather keep this than look again. I'm trying to think of a 5-card hand that'd be good enough, and it'd have to be like Beans Overlord. And it feels unlikely that we'll just get a perfect hand like that, so... I think I'm okay with keeping this, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. We have to get lucky on the keep 5 anyways, right? So we might as well try to get lucky with what we have. Because there is a win condition behind this hand, so let's just go for it. Put it these back. This is going to get an island, unfortunately. Yeah, this is going to get an island. I really want to get a forest here, but I think we need to make sure we're hedging against at least other decks a little bit. We are going to need to draw 2 lands in a row here. At some point, probably either this next draw or the draw after has to be a land, and then the land after. Like, we want to hit our 3-4 to get this online if we want this hand to be good enough, unless for some reason its entire hand falls into these. And it seems like it might. We might be off to the races. Let's see. Oh boy, Willow Rush Verge. Okay, so we're starting to get there. Caustic Exile you can play for 2 if you don't have it Behold, so these are still fine, this is still fine. Let's see where he goes from here. Let's see if he just gets a Peeps on board. We gotta hold this up in case he tries to get a Peeps on board, or any of the other crazy options. It doesn't seem like he is. This does not have haste whenever you attack. Let's just get rid of this guy while we can. Let's use the one that's for 3/3s. For 3 toughness while he has a 3 toughness creature. And we have drawn 2 lands in a row. Hallelujah. Alright. We still don't have a dragon, so we can't play both of these, unfortunately. This thing triggers on attack at all. I think I'm just going to take it down while I can. Use the Exhale while I can. Unfortunately, we're going to be shields down for 1 turn, but I don't think we have a choice. I think it's worse to let this potentially attack. To let him, like, untap and then potentially get an attack with the Inti is definitely worse, so... Let's get rid of it. Next turn we're going to be holding up 2 things. Very great. And we are starting to get in there. Okay. He is taking a turn to set up. He is taking a turn to Peeps us. Oh, no! Alright, well. It's not looking so good anymore. So we could go for the throat during our turn. I don't think there's a reason to... No, let's do it. Let's just get rid of It. Things have been going pretty well, honestly. This is like pretty... He's like got a good hand, but it's not like world ending. The Peeps came out like a turn later than it could have. Maybe even 2 turns later than it could have. Ooh, that's crazy. This lets you play it this turn. Okay. From here we are stable, and I think we let it ride. So at this point we have the option of flashing this in and killing this on this attack and then crashing them together. But he's going to be doing this. No, we gotta stop that. I'm gonna go with Dispelling Exhale, especially because, and we do have a reveal now, so we can get to 4 because he has to open. Let's make sure that he doesn't manage to land a recovery spell. Ooh, he hit a land. I didn't even know it could do that. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. The impending trigger is getting closer. We got our 5th mana. Okay, we're doing alright. We need to find an opportunity to flash this in and crash these into each other and kill the Bat 2. Ooh, a turn like this is perfect for that. Although I question... Nope, we gotta counter that. Alright, never mind. We're gonna have some trouble dealing with this later, but I don't think we have a choice. Landing the 3/3 will help, for sure. But I'm worried about a lot of other stuff, obviously. In a perfect world, I get to play this. Nope, not happening. Alright. Let's get him out of there. If this gets countered, I think we're done for. Alright. So far, so good. Waiting to see if it's good. That's fine. That's just fine. If we draw a land, we can put this down for 6. That kind of helps a little bit to bounce this. We did draw a land. Do I actually want to bounce these 2? I think we need to, and we need the 6/7 too, and he's tapped out. It's a good situation, actually, to get these out of there. So yeah, Meringue River Region is so good for stabilizing in these situations. You're always like a little behind because the omens are a little worse than like the best card in that like slot could have been, if you weren't worried about having a dragon to reveal, but they do make up for it by being able to do this as well, so it definitely isn't bad. And if he spends the turn handling the 6/7, then we get to be on board. And he's discarding the Overlord? Are we... I think we're in. I think we're in. I think he's passing here. Did he play his land for turn? Oh, FOMO is 2. Why did I think FOMO was 3? Alright, we are not quite in there, but it's not bad. We can just clear the FOMO now, but not hold this up anymore, so we're not doing that. I think I'm going to play this as a 4/4, and we're just going to hold the counter spell with the 4/4. This is going to be hard for him to deal with because he can't easily target it without losing cards. He only has 4 to work with. It's not a lot. That guy is even. It's card even. It's just a 2/2. We can handle it. I think we let it go. I think I let it go. I think the real problem is coming up. Although if I was going to let this go, I kind of wish I hadn't waited so long. Because now it's a little more obvious. Yep, and there it is. So let him pay the ward. And then ruin him. Alright, we're in business. We are well in business. We have Maelstrom Searching, so we can get to Meringue River Region if we need to. So we can recover our cards whenever we need to. So we are actually in a very stable situation. Alright, that's not horrible. It's not great, but it's not horrible. If we stay stabilized a little bit here, especially we have 11, so we're not like super low. We're low, but we're not super low. If he lets it stabilize... Oh my god, if he just let it stabilize a little bit. Okay, for Scavenger Regent, we want to have 7 open. But we can't search it and have 7 open. If we search it, we'll only have 6 open next turn. So we're not going to be able to deal with the Oculus easily, which really sucks. But I think we might still have to... Yeah, we might still have to deal with everything else. So I think what's going to happen is I'm going to search Scavenger Regent instead of the other one. Instead of... Wow, that's a good draw. That's wild. Wow. That is a good draw. Holy moly. We're taking 8. Oh my god. We're taking more than 8. Are we cooked? Taking 10? We are taking 10. Well, Oh, God, taking 10's not fun. But now we really need the 7 lands. I think we just have to search region and top deck out of it. You know what? That's pointless. He should have put it on the FOMO. I don't know what that was about. Yeah, if you put that on the FOMO, we lost immediately. I did actually forget the eidetic memory triggered twice. Very interesting. There is a play here. We are going to search Meringue River region again. He does not. He has 12 cards engraved. That's so many. Nothing here has haste. So in theory, we're good to live another turn. We did draw the land. Oh, man. Now I wish... Oh, man. Whatever. It was too risky not to do it the other way, I think. Because what would have happened if we drew a land there, which we did? We would have Meringue River region for 7, would have just cleared everything. It would have been pretty good, but... No, I don't think we have the option to do that. Or maybe... I don't know. It's retrospective. Yeesh. Yeesh. Oh, we're dead. I think we're dead. What is this on? 5? It needs to be 5. We lose if this is 5. I don't remember. I think it is 4. No, it counts your draw for turn, right? Number of cards you draw in this turn -1. It is 5. We are dead. That is game. Yep, alright, that's the end. Oh, man. It's tough. A tough game 1. One of those ones where we really could have not, shouldn't have been in the game in the first place. We could actually, everything here is sideable. I think the Terra Sunders are definitely in, the Paw Patches in, the Go for the Throats can come out. The Anoints are in for sure. What we can start to take out, we can take out the Exhales because they don't do much in this matchup. We can take out the Scavenger Regents, so we'll put it down to 2 because we don't super need them. Fanekeeper we need. Wildling we don't have room for. Stormbrood is also not good in this matchup. Let's just take those out. We're going down really low on the dragon count, which is part of why I want to take the Dispelling Exhales too, but those are fine still. They're still okay. Let's actually leave the Scavenger Regent up at 4. And then let's put the Go for the Throats down because they're the least... No, we want to be... What we need to keep track of is the ability to deal with the FOMOs specifically. I think everything else falls into the other removals, but the FOMO is the one that kind of makes it weird, where it helps to have the Go for the Throat still. Anoint gets rid of them, but we're going to be saving the Anoints. This one does not deal with the FOMOs at all. Is FOMO an enchantment? It is. Never mind. Okay, we can just take out the Go for the Throats then. We can just take these out. These are not super important here. And we can cut the, because this will go into it, this will go into it, this will, yeah, everything deals with everything. Let's cut Dispelling Exhale down to 3. And I think we're good here. No, let's take this down to 3, actually. We got to shift into more of a game plan of kind of stopping them from getting into some kind of recursion more than we need to try to win. It's a control mirror anyway. Or not a mirror, it's a control... We're controlling. We are in control. We are playing control. And that's a much better start than last time. Much better. There's a world we could have won there, but it was pretty shaky, to say the least. Gonna be putting a Swamp down so that the Fanekeeper's Familiar is up sooner rather than later. Potentially using Fanekeeper's Familiar as a battle trick here. Let's just Beans again, because nothing is stopping us. 3 Fanekeeper Familiars. Okay, so we're going to be doing that for 3 turns. Be able to pass this to deck thin as soon as we can. We have 2 greens, we have blue, we have everything we need. Let's just go for black. Let's just go for blue. Let's just get more out. It didn't. I don't think it really even mattered which one we got. There's no... Oh, it did. It did. It should have been 2 black. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get rid of that. I will misplay here and there during this. Unfortunately, I wouldn't say I'm super perfect right now playing this deck. If that was a swamp, I'd be able to field clear here. I'd be able to sweep here, and that would be really nice. So, oopsie daisies, that was my bad. But we are holding up Fanekeeper no matter what. I think the sweep here would have been super greedy and weird. Yeah, super greedy and weird. That's gotta go too. Yeah, this deck is really good at putting down these like threats that are very impactful and important and really hard to manage. Fangkeeper Familiar has issues sometimes with being okay, this is not... I don't feel good about doing this, but I don't know what else we're gonna do. The Fangkeeper Familiars have this weird thing about how much you need to like... How sometimes 4 is just too much against decks like this to pay. But that's really good. And we will be impending. We have negate already, and we'll probably draw land. Yeah, nice. Drawing a land doesn't get us into the familiar, but it does. Oh, and we've turned on Scavenger Region, but we have the 2 negates, so we can negate anything too crazy here. He only has 2 cards left. Recommission is getting negated, obviously. And let's see what else he can do. He's missing an instant, right? That's what. No, he's not. He's missing anything that's... Oh, any of the non-reasonable. So like an enchantment or something. Yikes! This guy's really something. Alright, we have the 7. Alright, well... It just worked itself out. Are we gonna get a land here too? No, we're not. Beggars can't be choosers. That was a very good turn. We have stabilized pretty well here. Beans is unbelievable as always. Thank you, Beans, for being there for us, for being our friend. Pass into this. Goodness gracious. This guy's really on one. Do we need a sweeper, or am I going to... This is not an enchantment. I think I'm just going to Paw Patch here on his turn. Hold up some negates, flash this in to block here, maybe gain 3 life. Maybe counter something, just kind of let everything take care of itself. But we do have to play against this field like a regular field, unfortunately. So let's flash this in. Gain 3 life, surveil 3, see if we can find good draws into the next turn. The Dispelling Exhales, put the Homewards up front to draw a Dispelling Exhale, and then leave the other one on top too. Done, and then we can go ahead and block here, see if he does anything. He's not, so let's kill this now. Alright, and we are in a pretty good spot once again. So let's impend this in, draw a card. This is coming up. Let's see if we draw an out to this guy. Oh wait, no, what am I talking? We knew what those were. And then we can pay this. No, there's no reason to. Let's leave it alone. We're not in any kind of danger at this point. And I would say we're winning from this position, for sure. He cannot pay 4. Let's just get rid of this. And, yeah, well, he's playing against Control now, finally, so... I'm not sure how we lose from this point. Google Spell wouldn't end. Yeah, so, like, something like this wouldn't keep us from winning. So, okay. We have to get through the early game against their will, our opponent's will. Their will is for us not to get through the early game, of course. Oh, no, not this hand. No, not this hand. You'll see the Maelstrom. I've seen Maelstrom pop up in other decks, but not like 4 of it. And hands like that are probably why. Of course, we are playing a deck where that is the point, so I'm doing it. It looks like we're going to be getting green. We're going to be on green-blue for a while, waiting for an island or a swamp, and I think that's just going to be fine. Keep. We're going to put back the black card. That's been more important to survive than that, so let's do it like that. We'll see if we even get to the sweeping turn anyways. Here's the thing. I'm looking for a turn where we get to x equals 2 reliably on turn 4. Depending on like if it's like Inti and stuff like that we're worried about, but it might need to be 3 anyways. Oh, that is actually 2 swamps. Honestly, seeing 3 different basics is actually already pretty lucky anyways. But yeah. Let's just keep taking 1 for now. I'm not worried about it. And I'm not worried about him not playing anything on this turn either, obviously. Getting the turn off would be a blessing. Yep. Passing with this much open is a pretty strong sign that we have a counter spell. Easy read, but I don't mind him giving me the time. Yeah. No need to force the sweep for value. We don't want him to draw 2. I think. Take 1 again. 4, so there's a lot that doesn't matter anymore. Eidetic Memory needs to go immediately. And it will. Let's get it out of here. Not dealing with that. Is it worth finding a land? Bargain and find a land. Then this will land next turn, and we have Tear Asunder, or we can Beans. I think it's worth it. Oh, but it has to be the green-black Verge. No, it just has to be a green land of any kind. Tear Asunder for 4 is 2 with, and then he'll like we'll get rid of this problem. Then he'll have 5 open mana that we have to then handle next turn. I think we need the chance to actually take care of the problem. Oh god, and we missed. We missed bad. Wow, really, really bad. Okay. And I don't know what we were supposed to do. That sucks. If they pass for some reason, that would be a shock to me. They have. Oh, thank God. All right. Well, it was the 5th card down, so it was all worth it. If it was 5 cards down, we're justified. Ugh, God. Tricky stuff. Very thank goodness. A very thank goodness kind of moment there for me. Alright, if we draw a 6th land, we're super in the clear on a 2-4. It looks like we're holding up Fangkeeper one way or the other. We did not draw a land, it is fine. We can Tear Asunder Knowing with Affliction together if we need to. But there is a pretty good chance I'm just going to Fangkeeper, pop this, block this. Especially if he attacks blank. We're just going to see if he has anything. I'm okay with taking 4 because he has something. If it works out, we get... Oh, man. Yes! Alright, we're in. We're in. We're in, and I can't believe it. Wow. Wow. Alright, yeah, we win. We win. That's game. Whew, what a big turn. Sometimes all you need to do is draw 1 land right in time. You know, some people might say this is a land-based game, and he drew this too late. Wow. 1 turn too late on that one. That's crazy. I want the Meringue River Regent. Let's go for it. I wish the Sagu Wildling was still in there, but let's just get the Regent. Have like a real... Okay, I guess it worked itself out. And we can just pass like this. So we only have 1 green, so I want to be able to stack these 2 if we have to, or stack these 2 if we have to, or stack these 2 if we have to, right? Like, this stacks in like a bunch of different ways. Let's let that come in, no problem. Alright. And let's find that 2nd forest, baby. 2, 3, there it is. Just in time. We can Tear Asunder here. And I think from here, this game is pretty much a lock. We're deep in control. We're deep in control. And now we have multiple Fangkeepers familiars, so I can start using these just to look. And that's always... That's like my favorite... Oh, yeah. That's my favorite part of this card by a huge margin. It really is unbelievable how many sides... how many rolls it can take during a turn. Really, I never am. Thank God we finally are ahead enough that the Oculus isn't coming out when we're behind. Oh, no. Do we really care about this? Because here's the thing. We can... This is Ward 2, so we're not going to be able to handle it afterwards. But I think I care more about... No, let's let this happen. I care a lot more. Especially, we can see what it targets first. If it's Beans, I don't care about Beans. We don't care about Beans. Beans is meaningless. That's the thing. I think a lot of times people like default to the Beans, but in this deck the Beans really is like 2 mana draw 2 at some point, probably, but not super important otherwise. Like, I'm not really that invested in the Beans. Let's try attacking. Let's see. We don't have an efficient handling of this guy, but I don't care about it. That's the other thing. I just don't care about it. So we're probably going to flash into Fangkeeper's Familiar to deal with this and take the lifelink off before any damage happens. We are negating that. Hold the Anoint up for if he somehow gets another Oculus into the field. I doubt it, but if he does, I don't want it to be too much of an issue. Let's just get rid of the enchantment now. Get our Beans draw. This time it left up 3 actual mana, so for some reason it didn't ruin us pointlessly. And then we are pretty prepared for everything. I think from here the guy can scoop, maybe even? We're pretty close to this guy scooping. Let's just get multiple counter spells, really lock it in here. This additional... Yeah, this doesn't like add to the clock. Like, it's all kind of like unnecessary. We can just make sure that we have maximum resources to stop anything he might do. So, I mean, I'm just kind of explaining control at this point. I don't know how much that's needed, but I need something to talk about. Alright, next game. Good first one. Good first one, and I think showed off a lot of the good stuff about this deck. It's really nice, right? And I don't think I brought it up, but the Omens putting stuff back, the way that the Omens go back, very crazy too. And a big part of like this deck, oh my goodness gracious. A big part of this deck's like longevity is the fact that that keeps happening. Oh, we got this, we got these two together. Let's put back... If we use this on a forest, no, this is getting a forest, this is getting an island, this is getting a swamp, but we put this... If we put back the counter spell... No, we want the variability, even though we don't necessarily have all three colors. We have some time where we get to pick the third color later. And so we will. And so it is mono red, so we are picking black pretty quickly here. Let's get our swamp. Odd numbers with mana to spend anyways. Oh man, it's this one. It is this one. We are getting prowess bad, and we did draw the land. Very cool. Let's hold up go for the throat first. This? The heck? Sleight of hand. This isn't pure... This isn't necessarily aggro. It's aggro. I mean, what am I talking about? The Swift Spears are in here. It's just weird that Sleight of Hand is in here. Let's get him out of here. I don't trust this fully, but let's get him out of here. Oh no. This town ain't big enough, really. Jeez Louise. Okay, we're gonna be on Fangkeeper, so that's really good. Nice. This has to get the... Remember that this has to get an island. And we are not waiting for anything. Let's get him out of here. Yeah, this is getting tricky, this one. It's getting kind of scary. It's not great, obviously, in the long term that they have a fourth mana, but for now... Oh, is that why? Is this a deck now? I actually haven't... If this is a real thing, if this is like a normal thing now, I haven't seen it yet. But it's very good, obviously. We could pretty quickly turn this game around if we had a sweeper. I mean, I want... Oh my god! Okay, I say we could turn this game around, but I doubt we'll actually turn the game around. The Corey Steel Cutter might just end us regardless, but we can at least try. We only have one card in hand. Let's see if they draw two playables. We have to get pretty lucky for them to draw a land. I'm sure their land count's extremely low. Oh, we're dead anyway. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, Paul Patches for sure. Anoints for sure. Negates maybe not. Tear Asunder for sure. Caustic Exhale, all these low things are staying in. Famekeeper's Familiar is actually pretty slow in these situations. It doesn't get artifacts either. And then Sagu Wilding, we're going to want to gain 3 later. We want that. Overlord might be a little slow. I think we can actually take out all 4 of them because we don't need ramp. Up the Beanstalk is also pretty slow. We can cut these down too. Let's put in... let's have one Famekeeper's Familiar just in case, even though I doubt will come up. I'm actually a big mono red hater. Big strong don't like it feelings over here. This is a very good one. Very good hand. So forest, this, island, maelstrom, this may be, like that, right? Oh my god. What? You know what? I'll leave this in, obviously, but this might just skip straight to the lose screen. Wow. Not punished, even though I deserve it. I can't believe I did that. We're getting very lucky, too, with them skipping their turn 1. Wow. That was wild. What was I doing? How did that happen? Oh, man. Why did I do that? I don't know. I just clicked really fast and clicked on the forest. This is something my friends make fun of me for a lot. I'm a big misclick guy. I misclick quite a lot. I click very fast and it's wrong a lot of the time. And I just can't change. I won't change. But still no reason for me to allow it to happen in the first place. So. Yep. And on 4, we could have ended up like drawing the Storm Brood holding up Anoint if we had done that correctly. So, oh wow, that's good. Yeah, this is a good deck. This is really cool. This is very cool. Yep. That Corey Steelcutter has got to go. We have the out to it because the Storm Brew is a good card. Here is a showcase of the fact that these cards are very good to being two-sided. The fact that they have two sides is amazing. Wow, I forgot. Nah, I didn't forget that he could do that. I guess it's just annoying that he can do that. Alright, we got Terra Sunder. We have Anoint up. We have this up. We could play this to gain 3 life, but I think... What is even... No, I want to hold this to gain 3 life after we're done doing this, so let's just leave everything alone for now. I even said the words... I said swamp out loud like a bunch of times. Burst Lightning for 4. Which one am I anointing? It's probably going to be the... It doesn't matter, obviously. I don't know why I'm asking like I get mattered at all. What we need to handle is his ability to get cards back first. So let's make sure we can't get any cards back again. We'll have to deal with him turning that on later. Is that crazy of me? I'm going to do this first. I'm going to hit him with the non-BM thinking. So you can go ahead and not and accept that he's being a little salty for no reason. In that this isn't like a winning situation for him in any way. He's very... Well, are you going to do it? I'm waiting. Yeah, he is. He's very much in like a situation where there's a lot of reasons for him to lose this game in the long run. Alright, we're winning now. So this is probably going to be as soon as he pays 6, I will pop it. Yeah, there we go. He drew a 1 mana card that would have made an Otter. And now he will be making Nakoru. We have a blocker. He can't possibly get to... He would need to draw... It would need to be like... No, there's no way for him to get 2 instants or sorceries in. Oh, he drew Burst Lightning. No, it's not Burst Lightning. What is it? It's Monstrous Rage? Oh, yeah. Wow, pretty cool. They are trading one way or the other. Let's get this down. Let's get this down. Let's make sure that the game ends correctly. Monstrous Rage. Alright, Monstrous Rage, even though I have like this many cards in my hand. What's it, a counterspell? One of your last draws a counterspell, I lose? What could it be? Spell Pierce or something? I don't know. This town ain't big enough. What the heck? So let's see if we get game 3. We have all 3 land colors. 2 Maelstroms isn't great early in a hand like this, but it's definitely not bad. Let's just start on Fabled Passage for an island and go from there. Island. I said island. Okay, good. I actually got an island. You better watch out. Woo! Scary, scary. Nope. 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 Not the Otter saga this time. Glad to see that is not still somehow happening a 3rd time. There's a world where we just take 2 and I bargain looking for a sweeper. Wow, this guy does want to invest in stuff like this. Interesting. You know, I think a lot of people have kind of gotten over, they've kind of stopped doing it this way. Shore Up. I did not know Shore Up existed. What is Shore Up? +1/+1 gains hack proof until end of turn. Oh, it's literally just Snakeskin Veil. Wow, how was I not aware of that card's existence? Things are getting harder. We need to hold up that Go for the Throat Bat now. And I think it might be over anyways. I don't know. All these monsters, every time you play against the Monstrous Rage deck, it really does feel like there's nothing you can do the whole time. Like there was simply never any options to begin with. Unfortunately, they can just draw a land and win here. Most likely, if this is like a land and a 1-drop, I think I'd just lose. 1, 2, 3, 3, 6, 8. Yeah, it'll be game. Any land, any 1-drop, it's game. Land, 1-drop, GG. No? Alright. Very lucky of us. Not sure if we deserved to survive that turn. Oh, you know what? This is the right move here. That's the right move. Yeah, that's the right move. I think we still lose, but that's probably our best bet out of anything. Wow. Oh! It's up to 2. Yeah, okay. Yeah. No, we were supposed to lose that one, I think. 1 million ways to lose that one. It really was fine. We didn't draw bad out of it. It's hard. We needed to find that sweeper a little early. This is just good. Easy keep. Were they holding a 2-drop instant? Is it actually end step? It is, right? No more lies. Okay. I'm happy to have a no more lies go there. Honestly, very happy to have a no more lies end up in that situation. Let's go for the color we don't have. Put down beans. Hold up our counter spell. Rediscover the way. No, thank you. No, that's no reason to behold it at a time like this. Ooh. They're still just going to Shiko anyways. Yikes. That's a good one. That is a good one. It's a shame we didn't have something for that. Not that we could have. I don't think there was a way to have something for that. Stormbrood is still right. Holding this up is going to end up causing issues because he's going to get the extra card immediately. No, let's not let that happen. We want the flyer for Caustic Exhale here. If we draw a land, it'd be perfect. Even if we don't, I think it's just going to be holding up Fangkeeper's Familiar and Caustic Exhale together next turn. Let's take our 4. Hope he doesn't do anything too crazy. Oh, jeez. God, these guys love to draw that card. They love it. I do not want to let him get the free card here. I do not know if I have a choice. What is that? Flying First Strike. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play them this turn. If you exiled a land this way, create a 3/1 red dinosaur. If you exile a non-land, create a treasure token. That is a good card. That's something I want to counter. Is it worth giving him a free card just to counter it? Yes, because we get the Caustic too. Yeah, alright. He doesn't have a Cavern of Souls right yet. Because even if he gets the free card, he's going to use all the mana this turn to play this down. So I'm actually kind of okay with it. If he has a Spell Pierce, it doesn't matter. We have the Caustic Exhale for a Battle Trick, which I will be using. Which maybe we should have Causticed first. No, I don't know. There's so many play arounds on everything that it's hard to say. Alright, cool, it worked out anyways. And then that, and then counter. Alright. Looks like we got the exact turn we wanted. Sometimes you just name a turn, you get that turn. It's pretty cool. God, I love the omens. This is, like, again, omens are so cool. They're so cool. It does not have double strike right now, so if he does the battle tricking to find it... What? So he just thought... Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3... Nice. Nice. Man, these Beholds are really showing their stuff this game, aren't they? Very strong turns. No Maelstrom up. Not that we really need it. Ill-timed Explosion. Oh, man. That sucks. Well, at least I didn't play more creatures, huh? And I'm just gonna let this ride. Let's see if we see... any creature will just get countered anyways. And they're showing us that they're... Oh, you know what? This must be a land too. I don't think they care about hiding. No. Wow, okay. Why play the land? Is the Surveil that important to you? We no longer care about holding mana up at the moment. Oh yeah, that's good. Submit 0. Put this down. Yeah, and this is the that second phase. This is the second phase of the Omen deck. We are now in the clear to simply do whatever we want. Wow, that's just... Thank you. Okay. Happy to not draw the Verge. For turn. Yeah, cool. Yeah, really nice showcase there. That was definitely a showcase game, if anything, if there ever was one. Let's take a look again. We want to make sure we have counters for Shiko. We want to make sure we have counters for those things. It looks like Terra Sunder is going to be not super good. Negate might be okay. Paul Patch Formation is going to be the best ideal card here. Negate... Is Negate important? I think it still is. But we have to make sure. So things like Caustic Exhale, very unnecessary, right? It was good there a couple times, but never by itself, and never in a way where you want to be doing it. So let's leave it. Let's take those out. We have Paul Patches for flyers anyways, and I'd rather have Negate than the Caustics. And we can cut down on the Sagu Wildlings now that we... the Sagu Wildling side out's always weird, but it's that thing where you're just kind of saying like, oh, you know what? These are not less important in this matchup. Let's go like this. Because the Saku Wadling is a big, like... I like to leave one so that the Maelstroms can fix if they have to. But then also at the same time, that card is really, like... It's a consistency card, and you can just say that you need to get a little luckier game 2 and 3 once you have a higher quality card base to begin with. And either way, this is... For the first time in a while, it looks like I'm going to be going Beanstalk Overlord. Wow. Okay, and we're not playing against aggro. Not playing against aggro is why it's been a while, actually, because it's always aggro, and you can't do it if you're playing against aggro. But Beanstalk Overlord, heck yeah. Hard to argue. Nope. Nope. I'm sorry, I got a little ahead of myself. Alright, well. Vankeeper, this is first strike, though. No, let's Beanstalk Stormbrew. Let's not be too silly here. Yeesh. I completely forgot about this card. That guy's gotta go. Luckily, it can. It seems like we've stabilized fast enough. And obviously the kind of low card quality on his side. Ah, boy. Is this getting split up? Is that what it is? Because I'll negate that. Ill-timed Explosion. If he wants to discard something with 5 CMC, I'm happy that he's doing it. Wow, he really discarded Shiko just to get rid of this Overlord. Yeah, alright. Yeah, more power to you. And I will be doing a Surveil now. We have enough options. I need to make sure that things don't go too silly after this. Let's go like this. Let's get rid of one of these. We don't need that many, but I still want the other one, and we're good. Man, Fakekeeper's Familiar really is one of my favorite cards out of Tarkir. It's funny that it's not a dragon. I just like it so much. I'm ready. Another one? 2? Your own Meringue River region. Well, I did mention other people have been playing it. Big fan of Meringue River region. A lot of Meringue River region fans out here now. Let's just say, I hope they know we got there first. I hope they know we liked it before they did. I don't even know if that's true. Meringue River region, I was picking up like full art versions like at the sneak already. I only have 2, but oh man, I love them. Yeah, of course I have another one. Why would I use one for Surveil if I didn't have another one? Yes, that's countered. I'm not gonna Saga Wildling for a basic this time. I do actually want. Potentially worth doing it on our turn. Oh man, yeah, I was right. But doing it on our turn was definitely better now that I think about it. We don't need this thing. We are about to need Paw Patch. It's probably gonna be... Oh, Get Lost. That can't be right. That's gotta be wrong. Wow. Yeah, for Beanstalk, that sucks. Yeah, that sucks. Paw Patch for an enchantment might actually matter more than the creatures at this point, so I'm just gonna do that. Oh, that's kind of tough too. Oh no, that's not an ETB or anything. No, get out of here. And we are at 9 now, for real, after I said it like a million times when we weren't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're past 9. Alright, this is... And we have a couple, we're holding up a couple things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can't search and do that? If we're gonna hold up the negate, we might as well just burn all these. As soon as we draw a land, it's free. Go for the throat. I want that there. So if we are already not using... No, I want to be able to use this. Okay, yeah, we're good. 4/4 is fine. Removal spell here, right? I'm like waiting for... Jeskai Revelation is definitely not what I thought was gonna happen. Uh-oh. Did the 4 go to my face? Why did the 4 go to my face? I guess I should have been ready for I should have been ready for that. Let's just get rid of these first. It's only gonna cost 3, so let's just do it. We're gonna get the card back eventually anyways. And swing for 4. Yeah, I don't understand why that 4 went to face. Very weird. Just, but his might matter more than mine did. Not because I'm good, but because I'm luckier in this case. That is fine, obviously. Yeah, cool. Cool. Alright. Another good showcase of our very sick Omen cards. Ever since Mono Red became the absolute sickening pile that it is on the release of Monstrous Rage, I haven't really successfully... I'm going to keep this one. Yeah, I'm going to keep this one. It seems like I shouldn't, but this is like a this is actually a 2-land hand, so with some selection in there, and a lot of lands in my deck to draw. By the way, this is a 20 land deck. I think you might have noticed. The Sagu Wildlings kind of take the spot of the 21st and 22nd land. For decks like this, I like being at 22. And the Sagu Wildlings kind of fill those slots. Oh, we are toast, regardless. We are toast. Let's get out of here. So these for sure, Anoints no, negates yes. Take out that mistaken click. These are in, these are out to 1. Let's leave it at 1 just in case. Sagu Wildling to 1. This pattern is going to be pretty common, I think. Storm Broods to 2. We don't want to pay for all 5 for that. Go for the throat, yes. Negate, yes. Dispelling, yes. Caustic bad. Caustic real bad. And then one more. Sagu Wildling maybe. Scavenger Regent. We want those cards to exist. No, Stormbird to 1, 2. Yeah. Alright. Very low dragon count after siding here. Against control, the dragons just don't hold up as well as they need to, except for Meringue River Regent, our king. The other ones are still good, but in multiples, if your whole hand is those cards, it starts to get pretty bad. And this is not keepable, obviously. And this is not keepable, obviously. And this is keepable, but bad. We might be dead already. They'll probably throw us the lands, am I right, immediately. That'll be fun to receive. And we can put this back to... Yeah, it'll be fun when they say lands, am I right, to us in a second. And I'll lose everything. Let's get that guy out of here. Let's not deal with up to Beanstalk forever. We are going to have 4. And it's possible that there's 2 cards in his hand that are very subpar. And we both have essentially 5 mana hands. Alrighty. We no longer have Regent anymore at all. So that's something to remember, is that Regent's just gone. Made the wrong call anyways. Let's go back on my own choice. They don't even have blue up. What am I talking about? Oh, that's really good. Okay, okay, okay. Their own Rakshasa's bargain. I don't want to counter this. I hope they're looking for something expensive. Is that a Zur? I forgot that people... it's not that I forgot about Zur. It's just been a while since anyone played it. Because it kind of forces you out of these colors. So that's interesting. But this is 4 colors, isn't it? Yeah, we're going to leave stuff alone from here. Especially now that I'm aware there's a Zur around. The Fangkeeper's Familiar is getting better and better. We don't need to play another Beans. That's greedy as heck. I think we're good. We're good here. If he gets rid of the Beans, I let it. Easily. Easily let him. I can accept that. We did like a better ratio of lands to... Okay, never mind. Yeah, we're looking for like a better ratio of lands to... Ooh, nice. Can't really Beans anyways. It's fine. Can't counter that. No, okay. I don't want to use Fangkeeper right now in that way, because the Fangkeepers are harder to counter and more likely to get removed by a removal spell. Another bargain. Let's counter that one for a little. It's not there, you know. I guess that's the nature of 3 colors. Oh no. The Zur is sticking. Yeah, no. Luckily it's still a creature spell. Do you have something for this? No, no way. Oh my god. Wow. That was stupid of me. Am I dead? Is this the end? Is this the end? It easily could be. That was very lucky. We still might be cooked. That was not. That was a bad one. Yeah, that was a bad one. Some big mistakes there. All over the place. I think we might be getting lucky enough that it doesn't matter, which is unbelievable that we're getting lucky enough where it doesn't matter. Oh, that's right! We milled it earlier. Alright. Things are getting bad. This isn't horrible, but things are getting bad. I think I can't even really Meringue River region. We needed that anyways. The Meringue River region is needed for later, because I need to bounce these 2 by playing this for 6. But the Zur needs to stop you a problem first. I can't believe we got through that Zur. We bumbled our way through it, like, really bad. You know, I keep saying I bumbled my way through it. You guys aren't part of this. You're just laughing at how bad I am. We're getting a Beanstraw anyways. Oh, I don't have 8. Why did I think I have 8? And this is going through. Unbelievable. We are getting lucky. We are getting unbelievably lucky. Like, shockingly. Like, bonkers lucky. Like, crazily lucky. Maybe one of the luckiest games I've played in ages. We do not deserve this game 3. We are getting it seems like. Yeah, we are getting the game 3. It's unreal. Have you ever just watched a video of someone playing Magic but like really bad? Because I think I'm feeling a demographic there. Let's make sure he's still in the process of losing, because let's try to make some good plays here. Oh, what? That's crazy. That's not even for lethal. He should have let this go, take on to 1, brought this up so that he could recover the life. No, it doesn't really work out for him, does it? This is worse. This has got to be worse. There's no way this isn't worse. I think he had a way to punish me harder than I got punished for how badly I played that one. I'm going to leave that in, obviously. And you'll just know that this is the general level of the player you are watching. Disdainful Stroke. Oh, his own bargain. Interesting. Seems we're bargaining today. Milling a Zur. So he has one then. He has one, and that's weird. That's a weird one. Let's go with Dispelling Exhale because we're about to need it. And let's go with Fabled. Yeah, let's get... I want more lands in my deck than less. But Terra... Yeah, let's just go with double removal. We've got 4 lands. Let's hold up some good stuff. We're discarding down. Terra Sunder, I think, is pretty obviously happening. Let's just do it. The Beanstalk. Yeah. What could punish us really bad here? Nothing really. I don't think a Hauntwoods is the worst thing that could happen to us. Any milled one. Well, him milling one kind of makes me think he has a third one anyways. Like, he has so many, he doesn't know what to do with them. Whoa! Not at all. Okay. Mistmoors. Get him out of here! Yeah. I don't like doing that one at all. Uh-oh. We are already in dire straits again. Let's see if he does everything else with 4 mana. We have 7? We have 7, so Stormbreed is going to be good immediately. Another counterspell. How many counterspells do you have? That is one fun thing about this deck. It goes through negate really well. There's like a lot of times where your opponent's like loaded with negates specifically. And it's funny how often it's good. I'm going to let this resolve because we want to battle trick the Leyline Blind and Terra Sunder together. I'm going to be waiting for an opportunity to Terra Sunder this to get another enchantment or artifact. So, yikes. Let's wait. Let's wait. Let's wait. It seems crazy, but let's wait. There's this issue with the Zur, where if we deal with it immediately, it's going to start causing problems when he plays other enchantments. So I'm going to go for the Throat here, just to make sure the Zur is not a problem anymore. And the plan is going to be... Leyline Binding again? For what? Oh, to make it into another creature? This is actually the opportunity I was looking for to make the Terra Sunder into a really good battle trick. So, another land. We are going to put it down anyways because we want all the mana we can get right now. And we are going to be Terra Sundering for 1,000,000 cards. And let's see if we get to actually Terra Sunder as a 3-for-1. 3-for-1 Terra Sunder. 3-for-1 Terra Sunder. 3-for-1 Terra Sunder. 3-for-1 Terra Sunder. Here we go, baby. That is what I'm talking about. We really are playing limited. It's so awesome. I love playing limited in standard. Feel like we can go forever. Nissa. Oh no. Maybe I was wrong. Let's see if they make the creature. I want him to make the creature. Okay, good. The creature is meaningless. The creature means nothing. We're finally, truly, actually ahead. Oh, another Maelstrom. Heck yeah. Oh, we are in, baby. Moraine River region is so good at times like this. Yeah, we are in. We're in. That's over. No, this is done. We don't need... The clock doesn't go up from playing creatures at this point. Yeah. Woo! Woo! Good one. Really good one. Really good 3-for-1. Congratulations, everyone. High fives all around. Nice. All right, one more. That sucks. Anyways, that's the video. I'll put in the description the deck list, the arena deck list, and yeah. Thanks for watching. You'll notice this is on the Kyoukai channel. That is the card game I'm designing. If you are interested, there's a free Steam demo, there's a print and play, there's an online rulebook. There's 1,000,000 different ways to learn the game that are super easy if you go on Steam. The demo has a tutorial that's like a little visual novel that I'm working on. and it's a free demo on Steam. You can download it immediately and don't have to know beta keys or anything. So if you're interested in trying Kyoukai, then I hope you give it a shot. But otherwise, I'll post some brews here and there still, and I hope you enjoyed this one. Yeah. Happy Planeswalking.